Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Keepsy, aka Keeper of the Keys. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell. Thank you to all those who have already subscribed and returning to my channel. Okay, so we've got Hanged Man. So what does my collective need to know today? Hanged Man, 3 of Cups. Okay, so we've got a third party who is very manipulating. This could be any third party, yeah. And Chariot card. Okay, there's a third party who's very manipulating, very controlling, and strength with the Ace of Swords next to it. And then we have the Ace of Wands. So we've got a very manipulating third party who likes to gain some sort of control, and they feel strong and powerful in their little group, and they lie, so they gain control over situations by manipulating them and lying. Okay, so they gain control. 9 of Wands in reverse. They don't want anyone to be aware of some sort of manipulating messages, quite possibly 4 of Pentacles, being very mean and controlling and manipulating some sort of legal documentations. So this is definitely a reading surrounding some sort of control, mean and narcissistic, which has been illuminated. These lies have been someone's manipulated a situation, quite possibly legal documentation, which has been illuminated, some sort of messages, letters. Could be Aries, Taurus, Leo, Pisces, Cancer. This could be your star sign or their star sign, but they are extremely manipulating. Quite possibly with the 10 of Cups and Emperor in reverse. It could be somebody who works with families whose main goal is to manipulate and split up families. Yeah. And they want to take your destiny. They want to take this masculine, this feminine destiny, and the fruits of their labour, which is what I is getting is quite possibly children. So we've got a third party who lies, who's very manipulating. This could be the police, this could be social services, who lie to gain power and control over people by wrongfully removing their children as a form of control, as a form of I could do whatever I want because I work in some sort of leader or authority type of position. But with them coming out as the Emperor in reverse, that is what they do a lot. They manipulate, they go into families and they tear them apart, and they don't want them to be able to defend themselves or get the messages out there. So quite possibly you could be speaking out about local authorities splitting your family up, okay, and being very, very manipulating. So we've got an air sign, masculine, feminine, masculine and feminine, and we have a King of Wands. So we've got a Queen of Swords, a King of Swords, a King of Wands, so a fire sign, masculine or feminine, 2 of Wands in reverse and the Fool card in reverse. They don't want you to stand up and defend yourself. They just want you to sit back and let them gain some sort of power. Okay, they could be false reporting to local authorities. So we've got an air sign feminine and an air sign masculine and a fire sign masculine or a feminine who's false reporting to local authorities, along with a King of Cups in reverse who lack any sort of compassion, lack any sort of remorse, and they're always dangerous. Page of Cups in reverse. They're very dangerous people. They lie a lot in order to gain power and control and manipulate people to see them as someone of a good person. They manipulate people because they want people to see them as the good guy. Okay, we've got Hierophant in reverse, the Six of Swords in reverse, and Justice in reverse. So somebody could be working in the justice system, local authority, who's holding back this information and does not want that with the Eight of Wands to get out there. Seven of Swords in reverse, because they will get caught out. They will get caught out. They don't want to be caught out. They don't want anyone to be aware. Someone is in possession of some legal documentation, and they've been falsifying and tampering with legal documentation, lying on oath, bearing false witness, in order to keep this injustice and this corruption up and going, persistently, with the Knight of Pentacles, to persistently keep this corruption up and going, as it is a long cycle. It is a long, drawn-out cycle. Then we have Judgment in reverse, and the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, and Nine of Swords in reverse. They didn't even feel guilty at all for taking the fruits of somebody else's labour and making quite possibly either a High Priestess or a Pisces a victim of corruption, persistent corruption and injustice, and none of them involved in this third party want to take accountability for their part, what they played. It's like they want to have their names removed, they want to make these false reports anonymously, they want to write these legal documentations and have third party information removed from the documentation so no one knows who's writing this, because they want some sort of illegal protection to continue wrongfully removing children and lying in the courtroom, lying on documentation, lying on earth. Probably even lied to a judge so they could manipulate the judge to sway a court case, a court proceeding, to go in their favour. And this is what this is, and they've done this for a piece of the pie. They've done this for money. And what a lot of social workers do is they will do a lot of evil acts, a lot of manipulation, a lot of riling people up. Come on in, take your children and laugh about it. Think it's all some fun and games because they get some sort of cash bonus. They get some sort of cash bonus and they just want to be seen as little Miss Goody Two Shoes. They was studying. They was watching you, and literally, and the children, and quite possibly they could have, so you could have had a background with social services, you could have grown up in some sort of foster care, and they've studied and watched you your full life. So social services and local authorities, lying, Ace of Swords in reverse. Local authorities are actually jealous of your strength. They don't know where you get this strength from. This masculine who's manipulating, quite possibly from family, invested in manipulating, and it could be a Capricorn, could be an Aries, could be a Taurus, could be a Pisces, could be any star sign, could be a father figure who was very manipulating, controlling and lied, and took some sort of studies, took some sort of ideas, and literally wanted to mimic and replicate gifts. And going back to social services and local authorities, if you are a high priestess, they have manipulated and twisted this masculine, this feminine's brain since a very, very young age, and used this high priestess for some sort of psychic studies. And they have done exactly the same, manipulated and lied, and now they are wanting to study the children and manipulate and lie about the children, try and get the children to manipulate and lie in court. Also, an assassination of character, Three of Wands in reverse, and the Ten of Swords. and then the magician in reverse. Some form of black magic was used, word witchery, hexes, curses, and they didn't want anyone to see what they was up to, because in this area there is a dark witch cult, witch warlock coven, where they do a lot of black magic, a lot of backstabbing, a lot of hexing and cursing, throwing stones, hiding hands, and making out like they've never had any involvement in it. Like they've never had any involvement in splitting up families, because they wanted some sort of money. Yeah, 8 of Pentacles in reverse, but they're losing their job. 5 of Pentacles, they're losing their job, and any money what they earned through false reporting, through putting people under false investigation, lying, manipulating, using black magic. 9 of Wands in reverse, does not want anyone to be aware. They're holding back some sort of evidence. They are holding back some sort of evidence. And they're still wanting to play some sort of a game. They're still wanting, like, a masculine energy is literally very, very extremely controlling. With the Moon card, they could be in some sort of secret society, and this secret society could have been going on for a number of years, where they have done the same things persistently, time and time again. Time and time again. They don't like someone's attitude, so they start stalking them, harassing them, backstabbing them, bad-mouthing them. 9 of Wands in reverse again, do not want them people to defend themselves, because a lot of people know social services just split families up. Empress in reverse, and wanted to label this feminine as a bad mother, and they didn't even feel guilty. They've got no love for the children, they've got no love for the job, only a love for the money, and celebrating being an enemy. Because this local authority, the police officers, law enforcement, lawyers, judges, solicitors, and social services worship the devil. They do the devil's work. They do the devil's work, and they sacrifice people to their false god. Like local authorities in my area, in Hope, yeah, they do that for some sort of wealth. They do that for a cash bonus, and they invested in this business opportunity. They tried to make out like this feminine is not all there emotionally. They tried to make out like this feminine is not all there. Yeah, lack of consciousness, lack of awareness. Yeah, making out like lack of consciousness, lack of awareness. But they've been doing a lot of black magic. They've been doing word witchery on legal documentation also. Word witchery. Because they serve Lucifer. A lot of these Masons, Freemasons, whatever they want to call themselves, Illuminati, whoever they want to call themselves, they worship the devil. They do the devil's work. And because this masculine or feminine is stronger than these demons, we've got the Strength card and Temperance in reverse. Quite possibly this third party could have sacrificed this feminine and their child or children to that of a low vibration, demons, and the devil Lucifer. He's getting Luciferian, 3 of Cups, because that is what this group does. So they are all under major judgment, okay? And if you've been involved in splitting up families, removing children, and sacrificing the mother and the children, you are under major judgment, and you need to, like, walk away from this job, you useless piece of fucking shit. Luciferians doing whatever they can for money. Yeah, Hierophant in reverse. These cranks crawl straight out of the pits of hell. Anyone who's independent, anyone who's like a single mother, they target them. Yeah, they want to make a change. Oh, look at you. You're a single mother. We're going to make out like you're a bad mother, and we're going to split you up from your children, doing black magic, doing hexes, doing curses, and trying to do all this for some sort of payout. Yeah, they was romanticising that. They thought, look at all what we'll get. If we do this, we'll have this money. We'll label her as a bad mother and we'll get paid for it. If we tamper with legal documentation and that's what these cranks are doing. They're lying to depress the children. Corruption, injustice, not wanting people to heal, okay? They're soulless. They're soulless beings. They're soulless.